situation is looking worse and worse for the urban areas. The mayor has announced a pledge to restore civil order, but we all know that surveillance cameras and steel gates aren't the solution here. We must take matters into our own hands. The street gangs are kicking up a lot of dust in Central Square, and if left uncontrolled, they may start looting again. I want you to go and rough up the Shadow Platoon member who's leading the rioters. Break his leg as an example to the street gangs. That should put an end to their shenanigans. I've heard that someone's jumped Kadanashi's crew that were protecting the citizens from the rioters. Some of them have been hit so hard they're completely incapacitated. It's probably the work of the Shadow Platoon. That area may descend into chaos once again. Word has it that Master Kadanashi himself is out to get revenge for his disciples, promising that the culprits will get what's coming to them. Kadanashi is not our enemy anymore. Go help him out. A member of the Shadow Platoon has gotten separated from the rest of his gang and is apparently taking refuge in a motel. Go and convince him to take a long vacation, if you know what I mean. Alex is a brawler from the Green Hill area. This guy is a bad scene. Nobody wants to scrap with him because he doesn't pull any punches, and he's got the skills to back it up. He's been pretty mellow recently, but I think the rioters who have spread to that area have reignited his bloodthirst. It seems he came well armed. To even the odds, you'll probably have to use weapons when you take him on. Keep an eye out for dropped weapons. or grab his and give him a taste of his own medicine.
She gave her life so that we could escape.
I'm gonna take you down!
Our enemies are starting to play dirty. They know they don't stand a chance against you in unarmed combat, so they've started packing weapons. You've definitely got your own unique fighting style. But how are you with weapons? You can hit someone with a weapon, sure. But keep in mind you can also throw it at distant enemies. Once you get into the groove, you'll be able to catch or kick away weapons thrown at you. It shouldn't be too hard for someone of your expertise.
Used to bring us here.
When you've got a weapon in hand, you'll be tempted to do all the work yourself. But don't forget that you've also got your partner to back you up. Weapons can be passed back and forth between you and your partner. Once you've wiped out these weapon-wielding street gangs, we can really get to work on cleaning up the city. We'll start with our area first, then head out to the city center. The battle's not over until we've driven every one of them out of this city. The Hell's Legions have nearly wiped out all of the random stragglers around the busy shopping district. But Alex and Puck have barricaded themselves in a bar, and several members of Glenn's team have been wounded pretty badly. These two renegades are working tag team style to take them out. You're the only one who can bring an end to this standoff. I'm counting on you. The Zaps have gotten the Boxers cornered in a scrapyard. If we can take them out, Dwayne's crew should be able to take the city outskirts.
Dwayne's crew?
Right now, the Boxers are like a bunch of rats in a sack with nowhere to go. But sometimes, an animal is at its most dangerous and unpredictable when it's cornered. Stay alert. All of the weaker gangs around this area have been mopped up by Katanashi's disciples. The few that remain have hit a dead end in a back alley. I want you to go and finish the job. That big guy over there seems to be freaked out and desperate because he's lost his homies. Make sure he doesn't get away.
Someone that doesn't want me here.
The city itself is trying to stop you. Virgil sent me the camera locations for this area. So why not cannon for instant use later?
I've discovered that the main force of the gang that's inciting the rioters is currently in South End. They're former military guys, so they've all had extensive weapons training. Taking them on won't be a cakewalk. But if you can flush them out, we're going to see some real changes on the streets. Take your best partner with you.
Something sort.
Take out the camera.
Gangs are rumored to have taken refuge in a motel. Those morons are a complete waste of air. Get in there and don't let them escape. Drag them out and make them see the light. One way or another.
Saturday are. Harder they fall.
The debacle at the bar has dealt a serious blow to Park's pride.
Japan.
I'm sure he realizes that his quarrel with us was just a misunderstanding, but he had gone too far to back out. Park wants to settle this old score man to man, so go now and honor that challenge. He'll probably come around to our cause if you slap him upside the head hard enough. Soften him up for me to go talk to him afterwards. Like they say, the more the merrier.
Yeah, come on!
all the outsiders, Miguel Estevez is the only decent one of the bunch. He's intelligent and industrious. He's getting involved in shadowy dealings to earn cash for him to establish a territory to call their own, so that his friends do not need to lose their lives on petty disputes. But he was a very bad boy yesterday. He pissed on a parked car, and guess who was riding inside? Yours truly. Let's just say I saw something completely unimpressive, in every sense of the word. He got away at the time, but we got info on his whereabouts from our crew. Get over there and take him down. Has agreed to join forces with us. I ordered him to wipe out a rampaging mob downtown. Unsurprisingly, he copped a bad attitude. I can't blame him, really. After all, I'm teaming him up with you, someone who recently kicked him to the curb. But when push comes to shove, Park will be a big help. If for some reason he gets the feeling that you're not looking out for him, he'll go back to being a lone wolf. So don't do anything that'll change his mind. Once this job is done and we've earned his trust, then we can really team up with him to clean up the urban areas. When that happens, you can be sure that their boss won't stay silent for long. Now go and smoke him out. Word has it some of the boxers still haven't graduated from the School of Hard Knocks. They've joined up with the Shadow Platoon for even more punishment. Grimm's already gone ahead on his own. I want you to go and give him a hand. Give those boxers a good beating. Miguel's homies are panicking now that he's no longer around to lead them. They've tried to hide out in downtown with the help of some old contacts, but I made sure nobody in that area would give them any help. You shouldn't have any trouble spotting them. They're the amigos who look like headless chickens running around the streets. Help put them out of their miseries. He's been wanting to challenge someone on par with his fighting abilities, so he suddenly found you. At first, I thought we should ignore him, but he's been threatening to wage war on our guys if you don't accept. He says that if you can beat him, he'll join our ranks and help us out. It doesn't sound like such a bad deal. I've noticed that you've always been popular with the ladies, but now it seems men are taking a liking to you as well. The outlaws are setting up an ambush for us in Central Square. The outlaws are setting up an ambush for us in Central Square. They'll be packing heat for sure, so we're gonna have to play for keeps. Choose your partner carefully for this rumble.
Dwayne Davis.
progress. The punks who've been tagging along with the Shadow Platoon as well as the Outlaws are starting to feel the squeeze out there. They're afraid they won't have a place to call home after our cleanup. But that'll be the last of their worries. Now, they'll get bumped out of town all right, but only after they've been kicked in the dirt. Snap their arms like twigs to ensure they'll never use their weapons again.
Yeah, we'll meet you there. See you soon, Bert.
Get the fuck button.
As we started our cleanup in the urban areas, a few Shadow Platoon guys have entered Katanashi's turf. They were probably waiting for the right moment to launch their attack when Katanashi's disciples found them and drove them into a warehouse. Go and crush their ambitions for the near future.
Well, double succubus, double of her honesty, got his attention. Now let us.
Well done. We finally cleaned the city of its filth. But our work's not done yet. The gang behind the rioting has fled out to the residential district. Their boss is hiding somewhere out there. Go shake down some of his men to find out where they were heading. That'll be where their boss is. Take Alex with you for this one. He's a little tough to manage, but you can't argue with his skills.
I lost the power.
I know you're there. I can feel you. Who is it? I'm gonna get it out. Put your stick down.
Dead.
I'm not there. Just give me a reason to.
Our men have spotted Napalm 99 over at Green Hill. He's been ducking out there ever since we got him on the run. We're going to jump him when he goes out for a bite to eat. Be sure not to cause too much commotion, or else he'll split before you have a chance to catch him off guard. For that reason, I'm sending you in alone. Napalm 99 calls the shots for all those guys, so he's not your average thug. I have no idea what he's got up his sleeve, but I know you can take him down. I'm counting on you. He set up camp in a building located in the urban district. Stroll right up to his front door and shut him down. His gang has already lost their territory, so crippling their headquarters will further disrupt their chain of command. They won't have any reinforcements, so let loose in there and cause as much damage as possible.
I'll cut you in pieces!
I can see that.
Hey, you!
You can still smell the fire in the air, but the rioting has subsided. But just as we thought things were finally quieting down, our friends McKinsey and Napalm 99 have shown up to party some more. Some of the Zaps and Hell's Legions got capped in the process. Apparently those two were too much for them to handle. Expect them to be playing for keeps, especially because they've lost not only their pride, but also their turf. All they want is to hurt us, and they want to hurt us bad. Hell, I say bring it on. Let's get this over with.
They wielded the power of both angels and demons.
Go to hell!
Like me.
And like you.
Hey, you!
They'll be here any minute. It's probably not what's left of the Outlaws or the Shadow Platoon. If it's a bunch of new kids in town, they gotta be pretty ballsy to walk right up to my front door. I'm sure they've got the outside surrounded too. Here they come. Let's fight our way out of here. My contacts to help me investigate the recent attack. Apparently, we're dealing with an organized crime syndicate known as the Mushin Kai. These guys are professionals, fearless and cold-blooded contract killers. We've also uncovered that they've got connections that go up to some pretty high places at various corporations. So we know that they're well-financed as well. Looks like we've really kicked the hornet's nest this time. But there's no way I'm going to give in. I want to send them a clear message. We'll show those killers hanging out in Green Hill a world of hurt. Out-of-towners have moved into South End. Since they're carrying swords, my guess is that they're not here as tourists. But they're not the Mushin Kai's people either. I recognize them as the Tin Jiao, a group that splintered off from Chinatown some time ago. But it doesn't matter, they're small time. Still, why have they returned? They were led away from Chinatown, but... Anyway, now's not the time to worry about that. Get out there and show them how to really use those swords. goons led by a killer from the Mushin Kai have reared their ugly faces. It looks like they've received my message. Once they figure out that we won't surrender, they'll send their men to force our hand. Well, there's no way we're backing down. I have a feeling this is going to be a bloody war of attrition. We'll figure out our next move after we whack those fools. Seems the Mushin Kai are taking in all the leftover outlaws who were orphaned after we took care of their boss. We've got to break up their recruitment ring now before they can mobilize. If you take out the Mushin Kai fighter, the crowd will probably disperse.
New death occurred.
Dwayne's crew were ambushed downtown. I heard the guys behind the attack are headed towards the Civic Center. They're just puppets of the Mushin Kai, and they won't get away with this. Among the group of attackers was McKinsey. I guess each of the small-time captains are brown-nosing the Mushin Kai bigwigs. Go and take care of those dogs. Make sure you're watching your partner's back. If people see you carrying your wounded partner around the Civic Center, there's gonna be trouble from the cops. The Mushinkai is using a room in that building as one of their bases of operations. Men brandishing Chinese swords are going in and out of there. Well, just as I thought. The Mushinkai and the Tinjiao are working together. Right now, the Mushinkai guys are nowhere to be seen. All that's guarding the building right now are a handful of goons and a couple of heavies. If your partner gets knocked out, you're gonna have a hell of a time getting out of there in one piece when their reinforcements arrive. In other words, make sure your partner doesn't go down. The Mushinkai brought along a real beast. His name is Golem, and he used to be a professional wrestler. His career took a dive when he went overboard and killed his opponent during the match. Ever since then, he's been active as a prize fighter in underground fighting circles. 2 of Glenn's boys were beat down pretty badly by Golem in the industrial district. We've got no choice but to deck this guy right here and now. He's dangerous. So take a backup and be careful.
What are you smiling at?
That's my brother, Lin Fong. So he was back in town. But why now? After all this time? When our father died, I was given control over Chinatown. That didn't sit well with my brother, so he skipped bail. So it seems Lin Fong is the one in charge of the Tinjiao now. Don't take him on just yet. I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve. We should wait and see what he's up to. One more thing. He's an expert when it comes to swords. Our father was, after all, Chinatown's master swordsman. Seems like Napalm 99 is also reporting to the Mushin Kai now. They put those scumbags in charge of car security. It's a perfect job for a bunch of lowly hoods. This one's an easy job. Go and give those watchdogs a hard time before their masters return. the Mushinkai are gaining control of the city's underworld. Mackenzie walking together with the Mushinkai killer confirms that. Well, they can take this city over my dead body. They couldn't pull this off in such a short time unless there's a powerful figure behind their organization. We've got to find out who that is. And then there's dealing with my brother. Leave that one up to me. I'm going to do a little digging of my own. My brother, Lin Feng's men have hit Padonashi Dojo's turf. Padonashi's disciples are in way over their heads of the Lin Feng's men, so I'm sending you in to bail them out. The Tinjiao don't appear to be armed, but they are masters of unarmed combat, so watch yourself. The Mushinkai is meeting in their urban district hideout right now. Lucky for us, they've assigned guard duty to a bunch of unarmed nobodies. Now's our chance to strike. Let's see how well they do without their swords.
What?
Mm.